Depending on your mindset, decluttering and cleaning can either feel like a chore or it can feel like an act of self-care. So today we're going to talk about how to transition and how to shift your mindset to see decluttering, to see letting go as an act of self-care. And we're also going to dive into some scientific things, because I believe that when we understand that our brain and how we think and the things that we see affect our well-being, it will incline us and motivate us even more to declutter, to let go, to just keep a tidy home, not because it's the right thing to do, but because it's affecting our health. So this whole idea started with me just realizing when I was going into work, I was sweeping the floors, I was tidying up, and then when I got home, it was just whatever. It was just, I'll get to it another day. But when I was at work, it's like I'm prioritizing the workplace more than I'm prioritizing the place that I rest, the place that I find refuge. And I just wanted to prioritize myself. I wanted to make sure that the space that I lay my head, the space that I relax in is visually a relaxing space. It's mentally a relaxing space. So how does clutter affect our nervous system? There have been studies using MRIs and other psychological measurements that show that clutter can reduce your working memory. Living in a cluttered or chaotic environment is associated with the increased levels of the stress hormone cortisol. The clutter in your house can also affect your energy levels. So individuals who perceive their homes as cluttered or just have clutter in their home are more likely to report feeling consistently tired and exhibit symptoms of depression and anxiety. So as always, I'm going to give you just 3 simple tips to help you to start seeing decluttering as a form of self-care. Because when we take care of our space, we're taking care of ourselves. The first thing to do is to figure out where you're going to start. I have a free decluttering compass that I will link below so that you can figure out where exactly in your home you spend the most time, where exactly in your home gives you the most stress, and that should be the start. That should be the place where you start, because once again, we're focusing on prioritizing ourselves. We're focusing on the person, not the project. So you as a person, whatever is giving you the most stress, whatever place that you spend the most time, that's where you're going to start. But just download the free decluttering compass so that you can have a more clear understanding and get questions. Ask yourself those questions to figure out where you want to start. The second thing is always, I say this in almost all of my videos, you need music. Music has a healing property. Music will help you get through stuff that feels overwhelming, especially if you've been sitting on this for a while, especially if you've been dealing with a cluttered space for a while. Having music that you like. It doesn't have to be fancy. Music that you dance to, music that you vibe out to in your car. That's the same music that you're going to listen to while you're decluttering, and that will help you stay motivated. The third thing is a timer. We're going to get a timer. We're not making this a long process. When you set a timer, you're telling your brain, this is not going to last forever. I'm going to get this done. And also just reminding yourself that this is a form of self-care. So I'm going to do this bit of self-care for 12 minutes, and then I'm going to sit down on the couch. I'm going to relax. I'm going to get a facial, just whatever it is that you see as self-care. I hope this really helped, and I hope that you start to see that by taking away things that you don't use in your home, you're actually taking care of yourself. All right, I love you guys. Peace.